welcome back to my channel Joy in Life. This is Doris from Swatching Design, and first of all I want to say Happy New Year to all of you. I hope that we'll all have a better and healthier 2022. So today what I decided to do is I am going to have like a chill swatching session with you guys. I've been really busy last year and I didn't really get a chance to really slow down, but I got this watercolors a while back and I really want to swatch them and start using them. And so I decided to, it's the new year, still a Sunday, I can still take some time for myself. So I plan to just look at this and do some swatching with you guys while we check with each other. So this is the Roman Smell. I don't really know how to say it. It's SZMAL, but they are pretty popular in the last couple of years. The only problem that I have with this watercolor is just that last time I checked, they don't have the light fast information yet because they are so new. And so I'm not so sure yet. I really enjoy using them though. I use them in different other things, but not really the professional painting that I plan to sell, but they are really enjoyable to use. So yeah, so I got them when they were on sale last year at the beginning of 2021, I believe, like maybe in March or something. I don't really remember. So I still didn't get a chance to really use them. So I really want to try to swatch all of them with you. So I will open all of them with you guys and chit chat a little bit. So I hope that you are having a good start for your 2012. I understand that, sometimes it can be, holidays can be hard for some people. I, worked at a mental health organization for a long time. And I understand how, although it sounds so happy to a lot of us, it may be hard for some people as well. So just bear that in mind. If you see people, on the street, if they are not super polite to you, maybe just try to still be nice to them. You just do your part and they do their own, Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so look at this. This is really cute. I really like how they put this on there to protect it. I think that is a really cute idea. And I really like this. I don't know, sometimes I save this, but I don't know what I'm going to use them for. Sometimes I feel like, oh, maybe I can use them in some ways in junk journals, but I didn't, so I don't know. So this is the color Terror Pozzoli. I think that is maybe, I don't really know which one is the English name, which one is not. So the first one is okay. So yes, is the Terror Pozzoli. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. So it's more like to me it looks almost a little bit of like the Indian red, but it is actually PR102. So it's the earth pigment. So I would say, if you look at it, it's more like on the brown side. Okay. So the second one is Potter's Paint. I've heard really good things about this color. I don't remember from where, but of course, like one of those YouTube channels that I watch a while back, I think I heard that this color was, or maybe I saw someone swatching it and I really like this color, and that's why I got it. I believe that was the case. So I wish they would have the name on the palettes, but they don't. I guess it's okay. I will definitely write it down. That is usually how I do it. I usually save this piece of paper with the pigment information and the name, and so I don't have to rewrite anything. So that is what I do. Like, so for example, for this one, I'll probably cut it here because, you know, I don't really, oh no, actually, yeah, it's very interesting. I may have to cut two pieces. This is the pigment information and this is the name, so I'll have to both. I don't know, I don't know yet, but I'm going to put them in order, just like I put this in order, so later on I won't mix them up. But their color are like those color I got are so different, so I don't think I'll have a problem figuring out which one is which. So I'm going to write the name off camera, but I'll do the swatching with you guys first. And the third one is a green color. It's called Perlani Green Deep. I don't know how to say those words. I'm not familiar with those names. So, but it is okay. I'm just going to open it and swatch it. And as always, I will later on, like today, I'm going to do a really I don't want to ruin. I'm going to do a really simple or chill kind of swatching. What I'll do later with you guys is that I'm going to I mean by myself, is that I'm going to use the usual swatching system that I have. So then I would be able to put it together with all other swatches that I did before, the same format and everything, so that it's easier for me to compare things. And so yeah, so I'll do that later, but I really just want to have fun today. Yeah, I feel like at the end of 2022, I mean the beginning of 2022, there are a lot of things that I want to do in this year, and yet I feel like I feel a little bit overwhelming, although I know I shouldn't. But because I have a lot of exciting things that are happening, but at the same time I feel a little, yeah, overwhelmed. So yeah, one of the things I told you guys before is that I'm going to have a mental health channel, because I am a psychologist, and I saw that in the past 2 years a lot of people are struggling with their emotions. A lot of people are having a lot of worries, anxieties, and all other things, and so I want to help out in some way that I can. So I decided to have the channel. This is the cobalt teal. This is a really nice color. Look at that. I really like it. I hope it will swatch out nicely. And this is lavender. And I'll open it. Yeah, so the I am really proud of my friend's son, who's only 14, and I asked him to compose a background music for my channel, because I really like him, you know, his personality and everything. So I asked him to do that for me, and he said yes, and he sent it to me already. So the only thing is that I have to just do the recording, and I plan to have all the episodes in both English and Cantonese, because I came from Hong Kong and I speak Cantonese, and I do post some mental health related topics in this channel as well, but they are all in Chinese. And one time a viewer was saying, like, I really hope that there is like the English version of it. On the title I would say, you know, what it is in English, just in case, you know, some Chinese who doesn't know how to read, but they know how they understand the language. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, maybe there's a need, you know, in the English speaking world as well, right? So I plan to do both. So for each one of them, I don't know if there is something like I can do it in both languages and you can pick the language on YouTube. I don't know if there's such a thing. I know you can do that on DVD. I don't think you can do it on YouTube, but I'll look into that. But anyhow, like I will be doing both languages on my channel, and I will be talking about a variety of topics on mental health, tips on how to sleep in better, tips on how to take good care of yourself and not be guilty. A lot of different things. This color is Shadow Violet. So I hope you guys will later on enjoy that channel, and I'm going to put the link down below as well, although in the description, although I don't have any content in that yet, but I will soon have it. So tell you guys something very interesting. So why I didn't launch the because I planned to launch the channel at the end of this last year instead of at the beginning of this year, but I saw my GYN, and then she was telling me that I may have to do a surgery, and so I was trying to figure out what I have to do first before I launch the channel. I don't want to launch a channel, be there for 2 weeks, because I plan to upload one video every 2 weeks. It won't be too heavy load for me, and it's more doable for me. And I was like planning on doing that, and I don't want to show up in 2 videos and then not being there for like 2 months, and then that won't work. So that was why I postponed it. But now, good news, I don't have to do any kind of surgery. There's no concerns whatsoever, so that is really good to hear. So this is Sapphire. I always like this color just because, I don't know. Okay, so those are all that I get when I got their small palettes. Yeah, I don't really remember how many colors are in the small palette. I believe it's 12, if I remember correctly, because I haven't been using it for a little bit, but I really like it. I really like the color. It's really good. So I never really tried Jackson's color, and so when it was on sale, I got 3 colors to try out to see if I like their pigmentation and all that. And yeah, so you probably heard the rumor that their tube paint was actually relabeled from Nanier, and I'm wondering about the pens as well. So I don't know, I just want to get some and try for myself. So this is the yellow ochre. This is so easy to open. I don't know if but it's really exciting to open this as well, but at the same time it's so much easier if you use like a bag for it. So this is indigo, and this is phthalo blue. So I'm going to swatch all this first, and then I'm going to swatch this set from Daniel Smith. I got this like a long time ago, actually. And I was thinking, oh, I want to use up some others first before I open this, and now I decided to just open all of them and start using them. Okay, so let me swatch this set first before I open that set with you guys, because those are tubes, so I need to probably do something with it. Like I will probably squeeze it out in the smaller pans before I really swatch it. And yeah, I want to show you guys this as well. This is a palette that I decorated myself. I decorated myself. It was like only white when I got it, and it's really cute. It has like a small space for the smaller water brush, and it has 24 small pans in here. So I was planning on probably filling like all this in there, and I have 7 like this 7 colors, so that will be 14. And I have 10 colors from the Daniel Smith set, so that will be altogether 24. So yeah, so I'll see. What I meant 14 is because one will take up 2 space, like the full pen will take up 2 space. I'm not very good today. I don't know what I'm talking about because my heart is a little bit heavy these few days as well because of different things. So yeah, that's why I plan to, you know, just do some swatching as my therapy session for myself. But I'm so glad that you're here with me as well. So you see that I didn't even re-wet it. I simply just put water in it and it re-wet so easily. So I don't know. I don't know why, but their watercolor do have some magical power on me, and every time I use it, I feel like I love it. I don't know why though. It's very interesting. Yeah. So I'm going to swatch the second color, and that is the pink, I believe. I don't remember what pink I said. Let me see. Oh, it's called a Potter's Paint. Oh, that's so cute. Look at this color. I really like it. This is so cute. Okay, and let's watch this one. Yeah, so sometimes when you are feeling down or when you're feeling sad, one thing that you can do to help yourself is to find something that you like to do. And if you're watching my channel, I think you like arts, right? So even just like finding some old materials, it doesn't have to be new, to do swatching, to do coloring, you know, all those can help you to calm down because it will take away your brain from having all the worries that you have. And the other thing that I have to mention is that a lot of our worrying may not be really have a really valid ground. Just because we are worrying, it doesn't mean that, you know, it will happen. Once I saw a book in a Japanese book at a bookstore, and the name is so interesting. It was something like 99% of what you are worrying won't happen. So I don't agree 100% with that. You know, it depends on who the person is, right? Because some people are more like, they really have a lot of worries, and those are valid, right? But sometimes, a lot of times, I do understand why they have that title though. Like for people who may be anxious because of different things, sometimes their bodily condition can actually make them worry more. And so that may be the time when 99% of what you're worrying won't really happen. So that is very interesting reminder, I would say. So today I'm just doing a really casual swatching, and so I didn't have the normal black line that I have in there. So I don't know if it will be very opaque or not, or more transparent. I'm not sure. I really like this. I don't know what it is in this kind of pigment, but I really like it. And I really like swatching to begin with. I really enjoy it, and I really love doing it. I think just by using your paintbrush, just the action of going up and down, that is therapeutic. And if you don't have any paint at home, you know, or you're not really like having all those things yet, you know, another thing that can be really calming is sewing. If you have the needles, you have like a piece of fabric, and you don't have to go out and buy like really fancy ones or buy new ones. I don't, you know, if I want to do some projects, I will usually look at my closet and go to the older clothing piles to see which one I'm not really using anymore, which one I don't really pick. Sometimes like you have 3 items that are really similar, right? And to be honest, we'll always pick the same one. When you always pick the same one, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know if you could see the last swatching because it was like more down there. If you couldn't see it, I'm so sorry. So yeah, we will always choose the same one over and over again, and the other two you may not be really using it, right? So in those kind of situations, I may decide to use one of those two for my art project instead, and that by itself is really calming as well, and it's healing, because when you are sewing, the needles going into the cloth and going out, that by itself is very therapeutic as well. So yeah, some interesting findings. Okay, this is yellow ochre, and this is from Jackson's. Again, like we wet really easily. Add some water toward the end. You can see it seems to be pretty transparent. Yeah, I lost the word. You can hear that my energy level today is not super high, right? Not hyper as always. So yeah, so look at those colors. I really like them. I feel like some of them may have more granulation than others, and I really like that. Okay, so let me swatch the other two on a new piece of paper, and then we will open the Daniel Smith set and we'll try that one out. Ooh, nice. So this is the Phthalo Blue, I believe. Yeah, it's the Phthalo Blue. Okay. Nice. And the last but not least for Jackson's is the indigo. Oh, I love this color. I love this color. So look at those two, like ignore this drop of water. They're so pretty, right? And I really like the color blue as well in the painting, because I don't know if it's like wired in our brain, just because we are human beings and we need water and you know all that to survive. And so whenever we see blue, it's really calming to us. And so I always like to put some blue in my paintings. All right, so let me open this one and try this out. So I'm going to squeeze it into this palette here, like the last 10, and because I can remove them, so I can always, you know, just take it out and remove them and use another one in there. I think, you know what I did? I think I actually used some glue dots, I'm sorry, I couldn't tell, to put it in here. So now I don't know if I want to use this one. Okay, let me get another one. So I think I do have some that are with pens just in there because I plan to decorate all these like small boxes and put watercolor in there. And in that case, I can just put a small plastic thingy in between, and I can either have 2 layers of 12 pens, I believe, and that will give me 24. Or what I can do is I can simply put a piece of plastic there, or even not anything, or something like the palette paper or the wax paper, you know, something like that. And then on top I can put my pencil, small pencil, and water brush as well, you know, if I because you know how I really like small palettes, and that's why I'm exploring like different things, although I really like the mini palettes that I'm giving away to you guys. Okay, so I have 10 colors in here. I'll definitely put it in here first and decide what I want to do, because I want to make sure that I can remove the pens from here to put the big pens in there, because I really want them to go together. But I'll see first, because I don't really know about these color sets, and I don't know, because if you look at the color, it seems like a lot of these are warmer colors, and it doesn't really have a lot of cooler colors in there. So I may actually have to change things around to make it like having both, so then it's easier to pick colors from. Yeah, I don't know, I'll put some thoughts into it. But yeah, but now what I'm going to do is just to put all the colors in here and fill it up, and then I'll use it, or maybe just fill half of it. Okay, I really like making my own pens, because that will be cheaper if I have time, that is, you know. If like I seldom get those pens, if I have to pick different colors, then I may get the tubes, but that time the pens were really on sale, and that was why I get them. But in general, it seems like the tubes give you more colors. And one thing that I like about it is that you can always use it in different palettes. So if I'm putting together 3 different travel palettes, depending on where I go, like if I'm painting cityscape instead of landscape, if I'm going like hiking, I may take a different one than if I am going to a cafe, right? So in that sense, you can have the same color in multiple palettes, and that is one thing that I like about the tube sets. And this one is like very interesting, that's why I want to try it out. But usually if I'm pretty sure that I like the color, I may even try to save up and get the 15mm instead, just because that is a better deal. So far, of course, you know, it's Daniel Smith, so the color is so rich. Even if you're just looking at it, it's pretty rich. So that is very satisfying to just look at the pens. And so after you squeeze it into the pen, you should actually like do something like this. So then the color will settle in the pen, and it will, like, for example, here, right, there's nothing, so I can actually move it a little bit, so then it will fill up the pen more nicely. And that is why, for example, if you get the ultimate, I'm sorry about the noise, ultimate mixing palette from Daniel Smith, I believe, if I remember correctly, they said that they filled it 3 times, and that is because of this problem. Like when you filled it the first time, and after it's settled, it will go lower, and then you can fill it out the second time and the third time until it's really, really a full half pen. I have the ultimate mixing set as well. I really like that set because that gives you really unique chance to mix a lot of colors, and those colors go well with each other as well. So that set is really something fun to use. So what I'm doing here, if you look at the color, I simply follow what it is on here. So I didn't rearrange it or anything yet, but I will just swatch it in that way and see how it goes. Yeah, so going back to that channel that I'm going to have. Oh no, this one is dry. Oh no, yeah, I can squeeze it out. Good. So going back to the channel, if you are interested in learning more about different mental health related information, you can also comment below and let me know what topic you are interested in. I can definitely consider covering it on the channel. And one thing is very interesting as well. When we talk about mental health, sometimes people feel like, oh, you're talking about mental health, so you're talking about people who are crazy, right? And that is like such a misunderstanding, because that is not the case. Every single one of us do have mental health, but just like your physical health, right? If I ask you, how's your health lately? You won't be surprised if I ask you that, right? And you'll be, oh, pretty good. I feel like more energetic this past week than before, or, whatever. I'm not as tired as before. You will really easily, you can talk about it, you can chat about it. But when people talk about mental health, a lot of times there is like a huge stigma around it. And even when I'm talking to like some top college students, who can get into like really good medical school and all that, when you talk about mental health with them, they may be saying, oh no, I don't want to work with crazy people, so that is the first reaction people may have. And that is so not true. I mean, because their stigma is like, oh, people in the mental health facilities or people with mental health are dangerous. And actually that is not the case. If you look at the statistics, people who are dangerous may be the one who are under some influences, like, because some people who have mental health also have addiction issues that they are struggling with. And when they're under influence, they may be more dangerous, but the majority of them are not dangerous at all. So in the past, in my job, I actually have to go to different work with different mental health wards really closely as well. So one thing that I can tell you, I met some of the most amazing, most like the sweetest people in the wards, truly. So they are not as dangerous as people thought, and that is so unfair to them. And also the other thing is that stigma is not just working against them, but working against ourselves as well, because we are not feeling as comfortable talking about mental health if we have that kind of misconceptions, right? So yeah, so I feel like with the mental health channel, I can hopefully do some education and people will understand a little bit more about mental health, and hopefully they won't be as scared to talk about it. And when they know more about the condition or the issues, even when their friends or families are having some problems, they may be able to help out a little bit easier. So I'm really hoping like it will help in that way. So yeah, so if you feel like some of your friends may be interested as well, you can tell them about the channel as well. So it should be launched soon because everything is ready to go. I just have to really organize it in a way, and think of like what order I want to go, and organize how to think through it, so when I'm talking, you guys will understand it in a easier way, because I really want the channel not just to be so educational that it's like boring. I want to be able to give you some real life examples, applications, and what you can do when you encounter that kind of situation, things like that. So yeah, so I'm excited about that, but there are like so many things all of a sudden open up to me, a lot of different things that I want to do as well. So yeah, but I feel like I feel better already, talking to you guys and doing my swatching. My heart is not as heavy. Like my heaviness didn't come from my overwhelming number of tasks that I need to finish. Like, not that. Those are really exciting things, although I am a tiny bit overwhelming, feeling a little bit overwhelming, but not really. Like, I'm okay with that. But yeah, so talking to friends is another tip that I'll give you, right? If your heart is heavy, when you feel like you need someone to talk to, some people may see it as, oh, I'm so weak, I need support from others. We all do, because that is how we are wired, and that is what we are made for, is with people, with others, right? So that is why we shouldn't feel like, oh, I shouldn't be asking for help, I shouldn't be asking my friends, that may burden them. I got a lot of response like that, like when I'm telling my clients, oh, okay, so you may want to talk to a friend when you feel really down, or when you feel really anxious, and they'll be like, oh, but all of them do have their own business going on as well. They have their own issues, they have their own problems, and I don't want to trouble them. I really want to just keep it to myself, or I think I can handle it. And I always ask them one thing, like, okay, so think about it. If you are your friend, if the opposite happens, something, your friend is feeling really down, would you like them to come to you and talk to you, right? Although you may be busy, although you may be, having your daily commitment that you have to do, but will you want them to come to you and talk to you about it? We're talking about true friends, not the high and by kind of friends. Of course, you would want them to talk to you. You'd rather spend the time talking to them. And even if you keep cooking while talking to them, you want them to talk to you, right? So usually when I tell them that, they start seeing, oh, true, I rather they talk to me instead of not talking to me. And so eventually, the clients will be like, oh, okay, so I am willing to talk to them. But yeah, so the same thing for you, if all of you, if you feel a little down, little heavy in your heart, or there are something that you want to process with your friends, like some experience, conflict with your boss, anything, try to really open up and try to talk to someone about it. And I think that is really helpful. And of course, choose the right friends. I usually, in those kind of situation, I won't talk to a friend who's like really negative about everything, right? So because that may not help, and it will actually maybe worse, right? So I don't want that. I can still be friends with them, but when I am down or whatever, then I'll talk to people who are a little bit more positive, who are a little bit more mature, especially because I'm a Christian. I go to church, right? So people who are a more mature Christian, usually they have a more positive perspective in life because of their eternal hope, or whatever that is. So yeah, pick a friend to talk to, but pick wisely. All right, so I'm done with all my swatchings. So I will show you the colors when this is more dry now. So you can see that. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I really have to use it to see if it is good, because today when I'm swatching it, I really like it when I was swatching it, but when it's dry, it looks a little bit chalky to me. I don't know why. So I may have to like go back and use them really to see if that is really the case. The Jackson ones are really nice. Yeah, all of them are really nice. And those are like, a few of them are really good. And look at this. Like, I really like those. I really like those. The Daniel Smith ones are good. Oh, now I know why. I'm sorry, I'm confused, because this is the Roman smile. I think that's how you say it. Again, I don't know for sure. And I really like them still. Look at those color. Like, I didn't do a very good job here, and so that is like the cauliflower, but all the others are really good. And look at this color. The granulating effect is so cool. I really like it. And yeah, I really like all those. So the Jackson ones are the ones I feel like a little bit chalky, like those two. Although I really like the indigo color still, but I don't know. I shouldn't say that like right here, but that's just my first impression. This one is okay. The yellow ochre is okay. And then it comes to Daniel Smith. You see how vibrant they are? So those are like really good colors. I think this is really opaque though. Interesting. So yeah, so those are the swatching for the day, and later on I'm going to swatch it in my normal way, like with a bigger card with the line on top, so then you can see if the color is opaque or transparent, because even sometimes when it say that it's semi-transparent, but it's not really. And especially it's so hard to differentiate the semi-opaque and semi-transparent. Like, what is the difference? Like, how much difference? Like, can I really see it with my eye? So I really like swatching it out so I can see it on my own, so I can pick which color I want to use. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for having this watching session, therapeutic session with me. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like me talking about mental health issues, let me know, and subscribe to the other channel if you like, although there's nothing yet at the moment. Let me know if you like this kind of like chatting, sitting down kind of video, or you'd rather me put on music instead of me talking to you about random things. Okay, so Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I love you guys. I feel the connection with you guys, and that is really amazing, although we don't really know each other, but I feel the connection, and I really enjoyed looking at your comments and all that. So don't forget, if you have any mental health topics that you want me to touch on, let me know in the comment below. All right, so thank you again. I will see you in the next video. Bye.